Welcome to Sravz Technical Series. In today's session, we'll go through upload of ETF tickers to MongoDB, and then using those list of ETF tickers in the MongoDB, we'll upload the historical codes to S3. So once this task is done through Airflow, the tool which we are going to use, we'll perform analysis of the ETFs, especially the leveraged ETFs like QLD, TQQ, QQQ, and check why sometimes the ETFs do not perform the number of times the leveraged amount. For example, TQQ is 3 times of QQQ, but sometimes TQQ doesn't perform 3 times of QQQ when there's high volatility. So we'll do all those analysis once we have the historical data for the ETF tickers in the S3. So in today's session, we'll use Airflow and Python to get a list of ETF tickers, upload them to MongoDB. Then for each ETF ticker in MongoDB, we'll upload the historical codes to S3. So these are the list of items we will discuss. I'll switch to the Visual Studio Code. So here's the code which uploads the ETF tickers, which gets the ETF tickers. We have a constant where we have the service provider who provides the list of ETF tickers in a CSV file. So using pandas.read CSV, we read the files to a data frame. Then we do some normalization of the columns. There are some empty columns. We replace them. There are spaces in the columns. We remove the spaces with no spaces. Then we filter the data frame to country is equal to USA because we are interested only in the ETF tickers for the USA. Then once we get the US tickers, we convert that data frame into a dictionary of records, data dict, and then we loop through the dictionary and we try to convert the country code from any format to a normalized format so that our country code is, instead of USA, it is US. So if I switch to the UI, so for example, these are the ETF tickers we see already in Sravz URL. You can see it at this link. To go to the ETFs page, you click on Finance, ETFs, and then it will take to the ETFs page. And on the ETFs page, it will list all the ETF tickers. Now, if you look the Sravz ID, it is ETF underscore US instead of USA, and then the code. So to get a 2-letter symbol for a country, we use PyCountry library and convert the USA to US. And then we upload the ticker to the database. So I'll open the MongoDB URL and show how a ticker would look like. So this is how a ticker would look like in the database. So if I open that document, your document JSON, so it looks like this. So we have ETF code, country, exchange name, ETF name, exchange, ISIN, and the Sravz ID. This is a key which we generate for each asset we track in the Sravz system. So it's an ETF, US country, and the code. So that's how we upload the individual tickers to the database. So let me run a quick PyTest. So this is the PyTest we developed to run that function. So I'll run through it and it should complete. So we're testing the upload ETF ticker, so it has passed. So the test case is based on PyTest fixtures. So we mock the MongoDB engine, and then for MongoDB engine, when we do a get collection, we return a collection mock, which is just a mock. And then when we do the insert into the collection, when we do update one, we check if the row is only a USA ticker. So since we're only uploading USA tickers, so in the mock calls list, we go through each mock call, and for each mock call, we'll check if the country is equal to USA, because we are interested only in uploading USA. So we are checking if update 1 only encountered calls with parameters where the country is USA. And that's how we are uploading the USA tickers. We executed this in a DAG already, and the DAG ran here, and then it uploaded all the tickers to the MongoDB. And I showed you the tickers in MongoDB. We have around 1783 ETF tickers in the USA. So now once we have these tickers, we'll go through each ticker and upload the historical codes to S3. So I'll switch to the Visual Studio Code again, ETF historical codes.py. So now we'll just go through this function. For ETF collection, which is this one, assets underscore ETF, for each ETF collection where country is equal to USA, we'll check if the code is updated today. If the historical code is updated today, there's no point in rerunning this so that we don't call the service provider again and waste an API call. So if we check if it is not updated today, then we call the service provider, provide the ETF code, and then once we get the ETF code JSON, we remove the ID. This is the MongoDB ID, and then to that code, for quote in data, we convert the date to this format, then add the other values, volume, open, high, low, close, to these columns. We normalize the column names so that the column names are in this format, and then we get the codes data, which is a list of dictionaries, JSON load. So it's a list of dictionaries, and then using this library call, we upload the codes to S3, similar to S3 products like Contabo and iDrive 2. We upload the codes there. So I'll switch to and then once we have this function, we run this through an Airflow DAG. So this is the Airflow DAG. I'll skip all the high-level settings. It's a bash operator, and using bash command, we upload the ETF codes to the Contabo. So this is the ETF, and this is the DAG. So I executed DAG already. The DAG is running. So if you look at the DAG, it's running right now. It has uploaded many codes so far, and we are at DVYA. So it is running in the background. So once all the codes are uploaded, the DAG would exit, and that's how we upload historical codes to Contabo and iDrive 2. So with that, I'll close today's session. In the next session, we'll use this historical ETF's code data and perform some analysis on the ETF codes. So if you have any questions or comments, please ping in the chat bar here or in the YouTube channel. Until next video, thank you for watching.